Well, hello everybody. Do you know what today is? I know technically Halloween is over, as many say. However, today is the second day of Dia de los Muertos, so I've been celebrating it. And you can't obviously see it right now because I don't do face cam stuff, but I have like a full face of face paint, and it's kind of funny because I'm I guess randomly just sitting here on my PC streaming while having a full face of face paint, but you know, hey. I just also randomly, I went outside and took some photos of myself because I thought, man, I painted this pretty good and I wanted to have a good photo of it. And the thing is I knew that by the time I get finished streaming, it'll be like dark outside, so some like cars are driving by and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm like, they probably think I'm like a nut. But yes, so that's what I've been up to. I also made cupcakes today. I was so tired yesterday. I didn't realize what day it was. I didn't realize it was the first day of Dia de los Muertos, and so I just was like not thinking of it. And then so today I thought, oh my gosh, I'm like, I have to do something. I wanted to make these cupcakes for it, and I baked them, but then time got the better of me, so I wasn't able to frost them. So I'm kind of a bit sad, but you know. Indeed, the Day of the Dead. Oh wait, hold up. Let's tweet this out because I always forget. I always forget it. Let's see. Let me see here. What was I gonna say? That seems like a mouthful, but oh well, I don't really care. I'm like, I was trying to think of a clever way to say Day of the Dead in this tweet, and it's just, it's whatever. It's fine. I mean, not Control C, Control V. Is it gonna, there we go. Come on by, we live on this evening of the Day of the Dead. That sounds like freaking so long, but I don't even care. Hold on, I'm gonna do this instead. There we go. Ooh. Mr. Wanapon has been a member for 10 months and said, sorry I'm late, I just came back from a birthday party of a younger relative of mine and sorting things out. What did I miss? Nothing much, we kind of just started a few minutes ago, so I basically was just talking about how it's the Day of the Dead, and I painted my face like a skeleton, or more like a decorated skeleton. They're usually like, it depends, like what people decide to do. It could be more like of a skeleton, or like there's like little swirls and decorations. You can look up like Day of the Dead face paintings. Similar to that, and then I have like this, like, I don't know what to call it, but it's like some it's like a vampire inspired outfit I bought. It was on sale, so I got it online. So I thought, oh, I'll just put all this together. So that's what I've been up to. Indeed. Ty Marshall's been a member for 24 months. So we have 2 years, 24 months, the 2-year mark. He said, 2 years of being a yeet. Time flies by. Joke 1. What do you call a droid that takes the long way around? R2-D2. Oh, Ty. Oh my goodness. I feel like the dad jokes are still gonna trickle into November. It's wonderful. Oh, hold up. We had some Kofis. Cannot forget the Kofis. Let us see. If Kofi decides to load, that is. Here we go. Yeah? Cyberman donated and said, happy belated Halloween, Katori. Got good news. I sent my package on Halloween and it should come on Monday. Also made some fan art as well. Here is Kathleen the Dulin. I can't pronounce that. By Iron and Bike Idea from Echo Main. Ooh, let's see. Well, That's really cool. A motorcycle with butterflies. I think those are butterflies, like little blue butterflies. That's cool. Let's go. That's cool, Cyberman. Thank you for the artwork. I appreciate it. Let's see. Thane donated and said, "Hi Katori, hope you are fine. GF is watching the stream with me, cuddling and using me as a personal heater, as she has cold hands." And she has her cute plushies with her as well. Say hello, by the way. Well, hello. Hello, Miss Thane's girlfriend. How are you doing this lovely evening? Yeah, we're probably just gonna be, I wanted to do something today, but it's been so crazy. I wanted to enjoy the Day of the Dead, so I kind of, which honestly, I've been so busy today, I almost didn't really get to enjoy it. I like super quickly put this face paint on. But no, yeah. Have a wonderful time cuddling your plushies and your good boy Thane. I hope you enjoy the stream. Indeed, indeed. Iron Piedmont donated and said, "Happy Day of the Dead. I can't spell the Spanish name correctly." It's okay. Did you have a good Halloween? I wasn't sure if you saw it, but I posted my costume on Twitter. I was hoping to get your thoughts. Oh, no, I had a good Halloween. I was Naruto, so that was fun. I think I looked pretty good, actually, if I do say so myself. I had the I don't know, that like that chipperness that Naruto has, and he's always just kind of smiling. He's like this little ball of energy. It's just fun to be him, honestly. And I got a few kids recognized me of who I was, and that was freaking awesome. And yeah, just handed out candy, and I goofed off. I goofed off while I was handing candy, like in between, because usually they come in packs. Like the kids will come and you give them the candy, and then there's like a few minutes where there's no kids, and so in between those moments, I was like just blasted Naruto music and just like. I probably looked so stupid, but you know what? I don't know. I guess the spirit of Naruto took over. I was rolling with it. But here, let's see your costume. Is the link gonna work? Oh, cool. So you're like it's like an old-timey policeman. Very cool. I like lantern. Very spooky lantern. No, yeah, that's pretty well put together. I wish my costume looked a little bit better because my zipper didn't come in, so I actually had to tack it so that way it would stay so the dry edges wouldn't stick out. Because usually you just take the ends and you sew them on the zippers so that way you don't see anything, but it did in a pinch. It did in a pinch. Let's see. Wicked Penguin donated and said, "To answer your question, Katori, it's one more day before daylight savings. PSA, be sure to check your clocks ahead 1 hour. Also, guess who's got 2 thumbs and their dad jokes again? This guy." No, Bobby! Bobby, it's November. Bobby, I'm supposed to be free of this curse. The curse is supposed to be broken. Granted, I did say Halloween's supposed to trickle into November, so I don't know what I'm supposed to say about that, but... oh man, I'm in trouble. But no, yeah, daylight savings, I heard about that. I am not a fan. I think we should just get rid of it. It's basically just, I don't understand why we even have daylight savings time. Why do we have this? Alright, let's see. Shogo donated and said, "Best girl, you will be overjoyed to hear you are absolutely right about Shadowheart, and the chat can no longer gaslight you into thinking you're like her. Oh my gosh, really? A character can be mean or sassy and still be lovable. Shadowheart's problem isn't even the cult, it's her core personality." Isn't even the cult. It's funny, yeah, because she's basically like a crap, what is it? Lady of Shadows, what's it called again? Shar, right? The Sharians. But no, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, you know, I really don't see how I'm like Shadowheart. I don't know why people say that. I'm much more bubbly than she is, you know? I'm more bubbly. I feel like my sassiness is a different kind of sassiness. Her sassiness is like a posh sassiness with passive aggressiveness everywhere. But, you know, I mean, do you see her dressing up as Naruto and run around her front yard? I don't think so. But I digress. Oops, that's a squeaky chair. Ty donated and said, what did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies. Oh my, no. We can't have this trickle into November. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. Oh, people get kicked. Please come back. We are still live. Oh my gosh, I want to itch my nose so bad. I'm sorry. That's like really random, but it's been like itchy for like a good 3 minutes and I can't itch it because there's like paint. There's little paint on my face. Oh my, I didn't think this through. I should have washed my face before I started streaming. Oh well. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's too late now. It's too late. I have to live with this. Katori's bubbly. Press X to doubt. I mean, I feel like I'm a bit bubbly. I don't know. I mean, am I like... I'm not like a wet rag. I mean, what would you describe it, right? Like, I'm not like... Like, what would you describe it as? Like, I'm upbeat in some way. Like, what is the adjective for the upbeatness that I have? You know, I'm like, what would you say? Jay's like, please hear my cry to play fall jazz. Oh my gosh. You're going to a party, Jay? Oh my goodness, Jay's gonna have a fun time. Imagine Katori screaming Rasengan. I actually did. Well, me and my brother were goofing. He was chasing me. I don't know what happened. It was like a domino effect of events that leaded to like it just kind of like, yeah, it was just crazy. And so like I'm just running and I forgot why, but I was just screaming no in the front yard. He was chasing me. Whatever. But anyways, I think at some point I did like, I'm pretty sure I said like Rasengan at some point. It was, I'm trying to remember specifically because I don't like want to lie, but all I know is like, it's like a blur of like events that happened. I'm pretty sure I probably said it, but obviously nothing happened. Whoopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Hold on. Oh, hold on. We have a few donations. Let me see. Okay, we have one from Shogo. He said, would you rather A, dress Shadowheart in a clown suit because she's a clown? Oh my gosh. I'm not looking to humiliate her or anything. I just don't like her. B, bring her along to act as a decoy and trap tester. Gather the whole party to beat her up. Beat her up at her tent. What are you talking about? Okay. I did not harass Shadowheart. I just want that to be known. I didn't do this. Sell her to goblins, have Gale freeze her, Katori's choice, A, all the above. I'm pretty sure in my first run, would I chose, well, honestly, I just left her, I left her at camp. Mostly, I kind of just left her at camp, honestly. I don't really know which of these I would choose. In the second run as the Dark Urge, I did annihilate her. So I don't know what that says, but I feel like none of these say like exile from camp, so we're probably just gonna go with, maybe we'll choose her as a decoy and trap tester. Usually Astarion gets those pretty good, but you just never know. You know, you never know. Yeah, but no, we're not gonna we're not gonna beat her in her tent. That's just insane. We'll just exile her before that. Goodness. Wicked Penguin, oh, we have a 3-part donation. He said, also Katori, Wicked Penguin said, also Katori, I got to do some for Natasha's birthday month. Sadly, I haven't been doing well. I went to the doctor and he tried to figure out my tendencies to tell airplane/airport jokes. There seems to be no cure. It's terminal. Dang it, Bobby! I knew something like that was coming. I was afraid to read the last one. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. I can't take this anymore. There's just too many dad jokes, man. Apparently, though, if Gale freezes someone, then he freezes everybody? What? What do you mean, Shogo? You mean like his freezing spell? Or, like, what do you mean? Unless you mean like when he like blows up. I mean, when he blows up like the whole like 100-mile radius. Marcus T. Walker said, "Hey, my younger brother says hello." Well, hello, hello, hello. Hello to you. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, "By the way, I have finally finished the other cruise video and have uploaded this morning." Oh, cool. You went on a cruise? Very fun. Documentation of a very good time. Allie donated and said, "I was the only person who wore a costume at work during Halloween because the party was canceled." Oh no! At the last minute. And as for the festivities, trick-or-treaters cleaned house. You know what? I dress up for Halloween no matter what. Even when I was like in college and like if Halloween, or even if it didn't land on Halloween, like if it was like the day before Halloween or whenever, if I was going to school like around the time of Halloween, I would dress up for Halloween, like at school. I probably looked like crazy, but I did it because it was just fun. It was something fun to do. So good for you. Good for you. Cyberman's been a member for 24. All right, we got the 2-year mark. Let's go. He said, "At last, I am the holy. Also, package will come on Monday, and happy to be here to make you laugh and send you my love with my silly ways to support you forever." Well, no, thank you, Cyberman. I appreciate it. I'll keep an eye out for the package. Thank you so much for sending it. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I was like, I don't get the hate towards Shadowheart. It starts out as jerk. I think it's just different, right? Like, I think like it depends on like what your goal is. Like in the beginning, like, you know, I guess like if you like, I don't know how to say it. I guess like it's just same reason why probably people hate Asterion, right? Like some people just do not like him. And it's just, he rubs them the wrong way. And, you know, just like, kind of like Shadowheart, where you have to kind of get to know them to like them, you know, it's the same thing with Asterion, kind of like with Shadowheart, right? So, you know, but like, even though Asterion's like fake charismatic, you know, like he's obviously in the beginning, like just trying to like, you know, butter you up so that way you don't off him, you know, so it's all fake. And obviously he's like he's a massive liar, you know, but like, I don't know, like Shadowheart didn't come off as like as charming to me. She just came off as passive aggressive. It just really depends, you know. I mean, I can see why people probably like her, but I really don't. I really don't. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, "But unfortunately, I ran out of time to make or finish some Halloween video for this year, but I'm going to upload another video for this Monday." All right, well, good. Keep on working, you know, stay on the right track. Garrick Anderson donated, said, "Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss?" Nothing much. Actually, we've just been talking about, I said it's the Day of the Dead, the last day of Dia de los Muertos. I painted my face. You know, we're just chilling out, stuff like that. Let's see. I know I heard it. Dang it, I drank some water. It's gonna really make I can already see the paint coming off my lips. No! It's gonna be so messed up. Oh well. Oop, hold up. We have a few donations. Let's see which one came first. Bobby donated and said, "Seikatori, what is a fighter jet's favorite game?" Sonic Boom. He said, "I have a feeling Roy would appreciate this more." He does like Sonic games. That is true. He probably would. He probably really would. I'll give you that. Shogo donated and said, I love the waterfall at the campsite so much. I would literally just stand on the log bridge all day and play my flute. Not to mention the campfire in the middle with everyone's sleeping bags and cooking pot. It's just such a fun vibe and immersive. No, I do. I like all the different campsites. They're all really fun to like... I really made it like a mission of mine to see every single campsite, because sometimes depending on where you are in the map, the campsite will change. And so... I don't know, yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun to, like, see the different camps and then, like, panic, like, because sometimes, like, I think the first one I tried to decorate it, but then I realized we were going to a new location and, like, that campsite would be gone forever, so I had to pack up all my stuff so it wouldn't get, like, erased. So, I wish there was a way to, like, decorate the camp but, like, not lose your stuff when you move. So, but no, it's still fun. I do like the campsites. I think, what's my favorite campsite? My favorite campsite, I think, is... I mean, I do like the first campsite. The first campsite, you know, the main campsite is good, but I think the campsite in, the campsite that you get in the transition between, like, there's, like, it's the campsite right before Baldur's Gate. Like, it's really weird. Like, you're actually headed towards Baldur's Gate. They show you arriving, like you're there in the middle of the night, and then you're staying at this place. And I thought this campsite was gonna be the campsite we were staying at. Like this is home base. This is now like the last campsite. There's, you know, it's not gonna disappear. But guess freaking what? So I decorated it, and then I made my first voyage out to Baldur's Gate, and then I came back to the campsite, and the campsite I came back to was not that campsite. And so I lost some stuff, and I had to go backwards. So the one like right before Baldur's Gate in this transitional phase thing, it's really weird. I wish we could actually go back to that one more. And then yeah, so that one or the main campsite. That's such a long-winded answer, but that's the best way I can describe it. Thane donated and said, man, the crossover with Cassandra and Cora was awesome. I hope you will do more videos like this. I'm Team Cassandra myself. I love Cora, but in the context of the video, I Team Cassandra all the way. I guess it's meant to be like, this was the best way I could say it. It's kind of like choose your adventure. Like I was trying to make it really ambiguous because like, it's really hard to do two characters in a video because the lore's already established. Like you're already with them. You know what I mean? Like you're like Orc GF, like you would have... It would have to be a video of like you, like it's so hard to do because like the lore is you meet them and then you're with them, you know, but thankfully with this one, I tried to do it in such a way where it's like your first meeting of Cora because if I recall correctly, in the Cora series, you know, the Witch Girlfriend series, you already know her when the audios begin. Like, I think you come into the shop and she's like, oh, it's my favorite mortal. So, like, she already knows you. So it's not like you're just introduced to her. So I thought, okay, this leaves some leg room, right? So this could be, like, the first time you met Cora in this pub. And you can either decide, like, in this weird AU universe, if you're either going to go with the vampire or Cora. So, like, that's how I found a way around it. But, I know a lot of people want like crossovers between Dragon GF and like Tagger, but like I don't know how to do that because you each meet them like you don't meet them together, you meet them separately. And if this is like after you've already met them, like how does that work? Like universes are colliding, you're with both of them. How does this go? So I wish I could do more, but I just don't know how I do it. I feel like I'd have to like create new characters or like yeah, I'd have to create like new characters. I do think what I'm going to try to do though, as like a one-off thing, and again, this will be like a very like alternate universe, or I don't know what people want to consider it, but I kind of want to do a video where all the like dungeon D&D character, like base characters, like the one posh vampire, the posh flirty vampire we had, Goblin GF and Tiefling GF, and then we have our healer and our bard. I wanted to take all of them and like put them in the same place and try to do an audio like that where like you guys are in a pub and like they're kind of like all like passive aggressive to each other because they all like you. Obviously this would be in a very like middle ground area where like you haven't really decided who you like, or it's kind of like you're not with anybody, you're single in this video, you know, you haven't dated Goblin GF or anything like that. Maybe you just picked her up, you know, to go on adventures or something, or the healer didn't confess her feelings yet, it's just, you know, one of those random days where you guys go to a pub together, you know, I don't know, But I feel like that's the best way to do one because it's a lot easier because it's already kind of insinuated you guys are all in a party together, so you all kind of already know each other versus like Tagger and like Dragon GF. I don't know how I'd even begin to do that. It's like, yeah, no idea. But anyways, that's a really long answer. My apologies. Wicked Penguin donated and said, when my dad was in the Air Force, he sometimes flew to Grand Forks, North Dakota. He told me it was just down the road from Big Utensils. Bobby! Bobby, no! Bobby, no. No you. Alright, I have no idea where I left off. Cyberman donated and said, sorry if you're dressing, or by dressed.com next. You mean the one that you throne gifted me? It has not come yet. That's okay though, like no worries. I'm you know, I will be very patient until it gets here. You know, but yeah, I mean, if it doesn't come in a little bit, I'll check on it and see if the tracking's weird or if it's saying it arrived, because it did not arrive. So I guess we shall see. Ty donated and said, you missed my super chat. Oh no, I'm sorry. Did I? I didn't mean to. Let me look. Oh, I did. My bad. Ty donated and said, why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. These dad jokes are just never gonna stop, are they? No matter what. I will pass away. Yeah, Shogo, you lose your stuff when you like, well, like whenever you get like the notification like you're moving to a new area, the game's gonna change forever, or some things you can't go back and do, or like it makes you like double check that you want to like actually move forward in the game, then you better, like, I would recommend like packing up your camp stuff just in case. Let's see. Garrick Anderson donated and said, I had thought the other day, who in the Scooby-Doo gang do you think would be great at bending? I think Shaggy would be an airbender. He'd be great at bending. Like, they're all not the best coordinated. Like, they're really all not the best coordinated. Like, Shaggy, like, if we're talking about meme Shaggy, right? Like, I know there's Ultra Instinct Shaggy and all that, but we're actually talking about, like, actual Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Him having bending is actually dangerous. I know Velma's the most responsible, so I'd probably have to pick her as a bender, because I feel like she'd be the most safe with it. Granted, again, like, not, and none of them seem very well hand-eye coordinated. I mean, I know, like, sometimes in some of them, Fred can be, you know, because he's a bit more, like, built, and sometimes he's, like, literally, like, helping someone who's, like, gonna fall off a cliff or something like that. I don't know, like, it's, you know, he's stronger, so, like, perhaps Fred would be more capable as a bender, but, like, obviously with bending, I guess, it doesn't have to do with strength, it's more like just, like, skill, and none of them are ninjas, so probably Fred or Velma, I would say. Oopsie daisy. I hate when the chat flies up. I'm like trying to keep track of where I'm at. There we go. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, by the way, the other day I went to my local cinema with a friend of mine and watched a Dublin bill of movies in one cinema. Oh, cool. It is very fun to go to the movies sometimes. Let's see. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, yes, we've seen Robot and Transformer. Oh, cool. You've seen the Wild Robot. That was a good movie. I liked that one. I did go see that, and that was awesome. I recommend that movie. It was one of the best movies I've seen this year, probably, for sure. It's one of my favorites. Victoria, it's a real place, Bobby? Are you kidding me? Are you literally kidding me? Is it literally called that? Hold on. It's big Utensils is an actual place. Is that what you're telling me? I almost don't believe that. But I've seen weirder things, so perhaps, I have no idea. Whoopsie daisy. Why does this thing keep on flying up? I can't read. Let me read the chat, please. Ty donated and said, how does NASA organize a party? They plan it. No ads! Go away! Sorry if people get kicked. The ads got inserted. I just saw it in the corner. So dumb. My bad. Let me look. Here we go. Some Ko-fis we gotta read. Iron Piedmont donated said, I hope I didn't offend you with what I said in chat earlier. I'm already treading on thin ice with me not being a Baldur's Gate 3 player. With all this info being thrown around, it's hard for me to keep up. No, I'm not offended. People are allowed to like whatever characters they like. I think it's, as long as you're not like attacking someone like, how dare you not like this friend, you know, I really doesn't matter to me. Cause like, obviously there's always a character for everyone to like, and there's always a character for everyone to hate. You know, it's just gonna be differing between people. So I'm not offended. I'm not offended as long as like people aren't like trying to like murder me for not liking Shadowheart or stuff like that. Stuff like that. It's totally fine. Also, what if the listener for each GF is a different character in themselves? Wait, what? What if the listener for each... What if the listener for each... Well, I mean, that's true. It could be a different character in themselves, but then, like... But then it wouldn't make much sense because it's already kind of been established that, like... Well, it'd have to be for only certain instances, because some instances it's definitely the same person, such as, like the D&D characters, right? Like, we know that adventurer is that adventurer. They've talked to all the different GFs. So that has to be the same person, unless there's like 4 different adventurers in that group that have just talked to these females. So some of them, they could be different people for sure, like in different universes. Like, I'm pretty sure the person who is talking to popular GF is not the same person talking to Orc GF. You know, they don't live in the same place. But, you know, like, some of them are definitely the same. I think mainly the D&D characters are the ones that fall into the category of it having to be the same person. Everyone else, it could be considered someone completely different. Like, it could definitely be someone that, like, is, like, not the same person. So that could work. It could. But wait, hold on. You said you've never even played Baldur's Gate 3. What did you even say before, Iron? I can't even remember. Since you never played it, I wondered what your... Oh, because you said you don't understand the hate for Shadowheart. That's what you said. But you've never played it, so how would you know? Unless you could have just watched a lot of videos, I suppose. There's a plethora of Baldur's Gate videos online. But if you never played it, how would you know? How would you know, Iron? Perhaps Astarion is a charming person and you don't even know it, Iron. You don't even know it. Shergo donated and said, Will's intro was really good. He seems like an enthusiastic, heroic character, but I know both you and Mom have said he's actually really boring, except for the one time you get to dance with him. Why do you think they didn't flesh out his core personality more like the others? Probably because he's just... It's probably because for writing, right? Like, if you're a writer, it's more fun to write a character that has so much more going on, right? If you're writing a character that's like, and it's not to say that like Will isn't a good character. He's a good character. He has, you know, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Like, you'd probably be good friends with him. But like, if you're talking about like in terms of entertainment, like in game format as like a writer, as a writer, you're not going to have a lot of fun time writing goody little two-shoes, you know. But that's not to say Will's a goody little two-shoes. He made a freaking deal with a demon and whatever. But the whole point is he's you know, he's just a good person, and that's it. He's a good person. So writing for a good person just isn't as entertaining. So I don't know if the writers just thought, all right, he's a good person, there you go. Like, this is all you get, you know. But I do think it is a disservice, because even though he's just a good person, he's the, oh my gosh, I forgot what he calls himself. Oh my gosh, how did I forget? He says it all the time. I gotta look this up. But anyways, wait, Will, the Raven Guard, right? He's the something of Raven Guard, the what of Raven Guard. What is it? What is it? Blade of Frontiers. Okay, that's what it is. Anyways, what I guess my whole point is that, I do think that they could have given him more. I think that if there's definitely a lot of cute little things that you could, because if you're looking at the romance of like Asterion, they added so much stuff to that, it's not even funny. So I feel kind of bad for Will's character, because I am romancing Will, I think, in the playthrough with my siblings, and almost like after you romance him, like he still treats you like you're just like his broham, and I'm like, dude, why like, dude, we're together, why are you talking to me like this? Like, he doesn't really show any affection at all. I think that they could definitely add more to it, and I think they just didn't because it seemed boring to them, to like, it just wasn't exciting. And two, I think honestly, they just vamped up characters that are fan favorites. They didn't just put a lot of effort into him, which is kind of sad. Because I think it'd be cool to have a really deep, in-depth, what the heck was I saying? In-depth? An in-depth playthrough with Will. I think goody two-shoe characters, or, like, good characters can still be fun to play with or play as. You just gotta give them enough. You just gotta give the players enough to work with, but they sadly just didn't give that to Will, which is kind of disappointing. Because it's super cute. He's the only guy you can dance, or only player, like in all the different players you could romance. He's the only one you can dance with, which is freaking awesome. But that's all they give him, and I'm just really sad about it. I'm just like, fine, all right, sure, that's chill. Like, fine. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing. Anyways, I can go on about that for a while. Egrich donated and said, hey, hope you had a good Hallows Eve. This year was dull, but I managed to creep out one group at least. Let's see, you want me to say... Tagger, Neko... Wait. Okay, so I'm speaking as Tagger, Neko, Egrich, and Cassandra. Okay, this might be different. Cassandra's voice is hard to do sometimes. I don't know why. Her voice is really weird. Her voice is kind of like her voice is, I think I mess it up sometimes too. Cassandra's voice is kind of like mine, but it's a bit deeper. It kind of like goes into like almost the same octave or smoothness that Celeste has, but it doesn't go that deep. So it's hard. So I always mess up. So let's give this a shot. All right, so this is Tagger E is Egrich, T is Tagger, N is Neko, and C is Cassandra. I gotta remind myself this. Okay. So Tagger says, alright everyone, settle down. I've got news for everyone. Thanks to the convincing case Egrich presented to management. And I guess for Egrich, I'll just use my own voice. Egrich says, and way too much paperwork. We've been approved for development in an 8-man squad to the surface. With that, Echo, Iron, Thane, and Elena have been assigned to our unit for the foreseeable future.
It's been too long.
Okay, meeting adjourned. Everyone to the drop pod. Let's show the bugs what we're made of. Wait, they're fighting bugs? Let's show the bugs what we're made of.
Yeah.
From the Abyss Bar? The Abyss Bar? Okay. Oh, so an actual bar. Okay, I see. That's actually a bar. Okay. Good luck. I'll be here for when you get... Oh, good luck. I'll be here when you get your bonus. As they're departing, Echo says, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, due to the increased risk, the company life insurance is voided for the next few missions, so nobody die on the job. What is this? I'm assuming this is this like from an actual game? The Abyss Bar actually sounds kind of cool. Abyss Bar. Wicked Penguin donated and said, it's true, Katori. Grand Forks is a real place, and there's a big Air Force base there. Oh, I thought you meant like the utensils thing. I was like, there's no way a place is named that, but okay. I see you. I got you. Iron Piedmont donated and said, for context, it's based on what I researched about the game and conversations I had with Kokiri, Smee, and Natty. Well, of course you think that way. They all like her. So, of course, if you talk to Smee, Natasha, and Kokiri, you're gonna think Shadowheart's awesome. So, but anyways, it said, who are good sources of info on the game, by the way. Well, yes, of course. Of course, I mean, they all played the game. But they also have they all like Shadowheart. So it's like, you're getting some pretty biased information. But anyways. So I just came to the conclusion it seemed too much to keep up for me. Sorry for the confusion again. Oh yeah, no, don't be sorry. But yeah, like, don't feel like you need to keep up with all the information. There's so much information about Baldur's Gate, because there's, like, so many side missions. Each character has their own in-depth quest. So, like, even I sometimes will forget a few things. So, like, you know, if it doesn't have to do with, like, the characters I always had in my party were, you know, Lizelle, Karlach, and Asterion. So those three I know a great deal about because I was always playing with them. But, like, if there's a random thing about Gale, like, I don't know. I was kept in my camp. But yeah, no. I mean, hey, if you want any information about Asterion, you just hit me up, Iron. I mean, I got it all. Maybe we can change your mind just yet. Wait, crap, I lost my place. Where am I? Goodness. I am really behind. Let's go right about here. Ellie, Bone Spurs. Oh, it's been a member for 1 month. Let's go. Said, hey, Kat, can't stay for long. Hope it's a good stream. Well, thank you so much for dropping by. No worries, you can't stay. I'm very happy to have you here while you can. And yeah, thank you. I hope we do have a good stream too. Especially on the Day of the Dead. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, what would you think if I take you out on a movie date but watch 2 movies, double bill in 1 cinema in a day? For movies, for me, sadly, like if I watch a movie in a movie theater too long, since it's so loud and it's like really bright light in a dark theater, I actually only can watch like 1 movie at a time like that. Otherwise I usually get a headache. So if I do go to the movies, then 1 movie will definitely suffice. Maybe we can chill after that, you know? Movie and just relaxing. Garrick Anderson donated and said, don't forget daylight savings this weekend. I know, I want to forget. I do not want to deal with that. I do not want to deal with that. Absolutely not. Whoopsie daisy. Why does the chat keep on, like, flying upwards? I can't read the donations. Let's see. Oh, my bad. Cyberman donated and said, added you with old fan arts for Dia de los Muertos. Oh, cool. The Day of the Dead. Well, thank you, thank you. That's very cool. Thank you for the drawing. I forgot about those. It's been a long time. Mr. Wenapon donated and said, I did get to see Sing Thriller before Halloween. Sing Thriller? I've never heard of that before. But I'm glad you got to see it. Especially if you plan to see it before Halloween. Ty donated and said, why shouldn't you fall in love with a pastry chef? Because he'll desert you. I was wondering when another dad joke was going to come on by. I don't know why I always don't expect it. I just wonder why. Because we have a refined taste, or at least not for murder prostitute. Hey, listen, Asterion was made to do that stuff, okay? You cannot like his personality, just like I don't be like, oh, well, Shadowheart's a freaking cultist. Because of course she was. She was indoctrinated to it as a child. You know, so it's like the same thing, you know? I don't like her personality. I don't like her, but like, she was taken by Sharians, you know, that's kind of not her fault. I'll give her that. Asterion, kind of not his fault that he's literally a slave. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Whoopsie daisy. Where are we at? Oh, we have some Ko-fi donations. My bad. Whoopsie daisy. Where are we at? This keeps on like losing the place here. Where am I? Here we go. Here we go. Sugar donated and said, I felt extremely exhausted on Halloween night as I started my Baldur's Gate stream. Like, if I was low on blood, it was the weirdest thing. I even found 2 pinpricks on my neck when I woke up. Who do you think that could have been, best girl? How do you think it could have happened, best girl? Bro, I don't know. Maybe you got a lot of mosquitoes in your house. I mean, you probably would have, well, I mean, if it's only 2, those are 2 pretty hungry mosquitoes. Better, you know, might want to, like, put some of that, like, you know, like, crap, what is it called? You know, what's that thing that repels mosquitoes? I forgot what it's called. You know what? Never mind. But anyways, you know, you might have a Dracula in your house, maybe, you know. I personally have never had a Dracula in my house, so I would not know the symptoms, but you might just have some really hyped up mosquitoes there. Wicked Penguin donated and said, did you hear that the Air Force has new missiles filled with strawberry jelly? That way they can jam the enemies later. You know what? I don't know why I actually read these seriously. Like, because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes Bobby actually wants to tell me something, like, important. So I try not to always think it's a dad joke. But then I get this. It says, not gonna lie, I groaned at this one too. Well, if you groaned, then you should know how I feel, Bobby. You should know. You know, I like Asterian's voice lines too. It's freaking hilarious. He has like a bunch of little quips, and I think one of the things that I think I'd recommend for everybody, especially if you want to try mods, the one mod I would recommend 100% is party limit be gone. So you can literally equip everybody in your party. Granted, does that make you a bit more overpowered in battles? Sure, you know, so like you can consider it like not like vanilla playthrough, but it's so fun to have all the characters together because then they talk to each other. Like Asterian talks to Will a lot, and then Lizelle talks to Will a lot too, actually. It's just fun it's funny to hear all the different conversations. Like there was a conversation between Karlach and Asterian where like he was complaining about walking, and then she's like, oh, I'll carry you, you know, as long as you don't mind carrying me on the way back. And he's like, actually, never mind, because he knew that she'd like break his back. So I'd recommend Party Limit Be Gone, because you can hear everybody's little quips and conversations, and it's so fun. It'd be so hard to hear everybody's conversations, and you'd have to play through so many times because you're only allowed to have 3 extra party members, you know, because it's including you as the 4th. So Party Limit Be Gone is definitely something to have, because then you can see everybody talks to everybody, especially when you enter like a new area. Like it's really interesting to hear Will and Asterian talk in Baldur's Gate because they're both from there. So like they have a lot of like cute little, not cute, but like they have like these little stories that they tell, or just stuff like that. So it's just pretty interesting. Garrick Anderson said, ever thought of doing a comfort video where the listener has had a bad day and one of your GFs tries to cheer the listener up or whatever? I think we've definitely had like bad day cheer up audios for sure. I think we've definitely had those. But yes. Yes, I remember when Will said that to Asterian, how's the rat diet going, Asterian? I'm like, bro, are you trying to make an enemy? And that's, he literally, I think, I'm trying to remember when he said that voice line. I think he said it like in probably the Underdark or something like that, but all I remember is like it was right after Asterian like told me all the trauma of his past and how he was made to eat rats and stuff like that, and then like the next day Will says that and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, do you not know what has happened? That is so traumatic for him. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? You know, I mean, granted, obviously Will doesn't know. I hope he doesn't know, because that'd be pretty mean to say if he did know the circumstances, but, I was like, dude, I'm like, you gotta leave this party for a few days. Let Asterion cool off. Oh my gosh. Anyways. I will say this, it's really interesting, there's an option, the option for breaking up with Asterion. I always wondered, like, what he'd say if you did. I looked it up, and it's, like, actually really depressing. Like, he expects you to leave him. It's so sad. I was like, dang. He's like, yeah, I kind of expected this to happen, you know? Like, why would you want to be with me? And I'm like, oh, dang, that's really sad. Nah, my poor boy. Cyberman donated and said, but you want Valley Girl to speak this? Dude, everybody hates her voice. Sorry, everybody. This is Cyberman requested Valley Girl voice, so I don't know what to tell you. So, let's see. He was, so Valley Girl's speaking, and Iron, I guess. Iron is just gonna have my voice. I guess it'll be pretty easy to tell who Iron is due to the fact that Valley Girl's voice does sound, well, like a Valley Girl, so. Let me take some water. This is gonna, it's hard for me to get her voice for some reason. Oh crap, I scratched my face. Oh no. I got paint. I would probably smeared my paint. Anyways. Alright, so let's see if I can say this like with one shot. Her voice is like, I'm just trying to get her voice right now. Like she's like almost like in this octave. I can't, was her voice, did it have more of a nasally thing to it? Or, we'll just use this for now, because this is what I got. So Valley Girl says, so Iron Honey, would you like to come trick-or-treating with me? And Iron says, oh, okay, where's your costume? Right here, I'm dressed as the Plague Doctor outfit, but like a pink Valley kind of theme. And then, oh, what do you think? Iron says, my heart won't stop beating. Fates. Wait, I thought Iron hates Valley Girl. Maybe he doesn't. Valley Girl's like, aw. Sai was right, this is fun. Hopefully I said that right. Some of the stuff was kind of going together, so hopefully I said the line for every person. I feel like Valley Girl would try to find a way to to make the Plague Doctor look like extremely cute. Like she would definitely like have like some kind of like mini skirt like Plague Doctor thing going on. Like that's what she'd probably do if I had to guess. Probably that. Wicked Penguin donated and said, Sagitori, the Canadian Air Force just announced that they will be sending up a lunar module. They're calling it the Apollo G. Apollo G. Indeed, indeed. Oh shoot, where am I? The Cobalt Coyote donated and said, hey Katori, I remember you said you thought about getting into Final Fantasy but never did. Are you interested? Because I would recommend Final Fantasy 15 or Kingdom Hearts to start. I've seen Kingdom Hearts. I actually played some Kingdom Hearts, but like in some portions of it, it actually just got like really difficult and like annoying for some reason. I ended up stopping. But I wanted to play it because it just seemed like a cool game to play. I never got into Final Fantasy, but it just looks cool, right? Like I've seen a lot of people cosplay from it and the characters look interesting, so I just kind of wanted to give it a shot. So if I ever do, I will try out Final Fantasy 15. I will take your advice. I will take your advice. But yeah, no, I've heard people always like talk, like have good things to say about it. Some people don't though, but like mostly people seem to have fun with it. Where are we at? Where are we at? I'm not gonna send Asterion away, dude. What Will said was so mean, man. He may not have known what he said. I mean, obviously what he said was not meant to be a nice thing, but he probably meant it more in a joking way. But I don't think he really knew the context behind Asterion and rats. But if he did, he definitely needs to go on the timeout corner. Like, there's no question about that. He deserved the timeout corner if he needed that. But anyways. Oh, Ty, thank you for the rose. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the rose. Garrick Anderson donated and said, I don't mind Valley Girl. She kind of reminds me of Kitty Pryde from X-Men Evolution. She had a Valley Girl personality and was a nice character. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad she does not annoy you. Wicked Penguin donated and said, what did the airport say to the other during an argument? You're really grounded in your opinions. Of course, Bobby, of course. Of course it is. Let's see. Kokiri's like, if Neko is Pinkie Pie and Popular Girl's Rarity, we need Fluttershy, Twilight, and the Sunset. Well, technically we have a Twilight. We have a class president. She's kind of like Twilight. I don't know who Fluttershy would be. I think there was a shy girlfriend that we had at some point. Let's see. Well, Neko sounds really similar to Pinkie Pie.
Well, Neko's voice is a little bit more here. It's a bit more like of a softer, less loud. It's a bit more nasally, I think. Her voice is here. Pinkie Pie's voice is a little bit more like up here. It's like
it's more like up in there. So I guess it's a different type of voice. And then there's Bubbles. I love Bubbles. I always think of Bubbles when I think of Pinkie Pie for some reason.
I'm hardcore.
Her voice is like a freaking mouse. I forgot exactly what the line was. I just think of the hardcore line when I think of Bubbles because she's like,
they don't think I can do it. But I'm hardcore.
Like, it goes down so deep. I love her character. Anyways. Yes, you are, Bubbles. Yes, you are.
Well, thank you, Mr. Spear.
I can't wait. How do I do her voice? It's so hard. Her voice is like, it's really high, but like it has like almost like a softness to it. It's not like high nasally. It's like, I wonder if I could like go, I wonder how long I could go with talking with Bubbles if I could actually do it. But anyways, there's some donations I have to read. I do not want to miss them. Let us see. Adam 80 donated and it says part 1. Okay, so it looks like Evil Queen. It looks like it's me talking to Evil Queen. Let's go. So we'll make Evil Queen have a deeper English accent so we can just differentiate easier. So. Hello, Katori. Where am I? I'll ask the questions here. Opens book. What are you gonna do? Whenever I have to get some answers. I'll never talk. Have it your way. Starts reading book. Why are Thanksgiving bread jokes always funny? What? Because they never get mold. No! How many pastry chefs does it take to make a pie? 3.14. Is she like torturing me? Is this like my personal torture? To be like tied to a chair and hear dad jokes? That would be pretty bad, honestly. Shogo donated and said, I haven't gotten to the part where he reveals he's a vampire yet. I'm worried every time I go to sleep at camp now he's gonna finally bite me. Also, I love the attention to detail so much. I threw a garlic at him just for fun. He actually dodged it and said, yikes. Really? I never tried that. I gotta try that now. I know he's technically my BF and I don't know if that's considered like abuse, but I just gotta see if it works. I'll just be like, hey hon, catch, you know, and he'll just be like, oh my gosh. Let's go. I'm gonna do that next time I play. I'm gonna throw a piece of garlic at him. Just for funsies. You know, it's all just playful, you know, playful banter, you know? I mean, I let him bite me for gosh sake. I should at least throw a piece of garlic at him every once in a while. Iron Piedmont donated and said, I tolerate Valley Girl. However, you have my attention with her dressed as a dirty, oh, sorry, why did I say dirty? A girly plague doctor. I like plague doctors. Honestly, an upgrade to her character. I can see, you know what, like, you know like they kawaii-ify like some things, like how there's like a kawaii Deadpool and there's like a kawaii Spider-Man, how it's like that like white and pinkish tone. Like that's what I picture her being, like almost like having this like just like even like sometimes like even like those like deco hearts on it. Like I feel like she definitely would have like a, well, granted she's a valley girl, so I don't know if she'd be more kawaii versus more valley, so I don't know if I'm really stretching it there. Like maybe I'm just being a bit too optimistic in what she would consider pink cute, because she probably wouldn't go for kawaii. She'd probably go for more just like, maybe she wouldn't even would she make it pink, or was she could just like make it more like of a trendy outfit versus pink. But I feel like she would make it pink. I feel like she would. I feel like pink's like her. I feel like she's like almost like Sharpay Evans, like where everything has to be pink to be fabulous. You know what I mean? Something like that. Oh, Cyberman, thank you for the unicorn. Thank you, thank you. Well, thank you, Super Mario. I'm glad you like how I can switch voices on the fly. Wait, I thought Tasha said, Professor, where's Bubbles? Buttercup says, probably upstairs brushing her hair to be the prettiest girl at the party. Bubbles upstairs.
I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party.
I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party. Is that actually a scene from Powerpuff Girls?
I'm going to be the prettiest girl at the party.
Oh, blessed be. You gotta add midstream? Gosh, I'm sorry, Jesus. I don't know why. Well, yeah, I mean, it's just testing. I mean, I didn't know that garlic was actually something that, like, he was afraid of in the game. Like, I know, like, there's different rules to vampires in each, like, setting. Like, some things, they're like, oh, like, garlic actually doesn't hurt me, it's just a myth. And then some actually cannot withstand garlic. So, excuse me. So I was actually curious if that was something that they implemented in the Baldur's Gate. And if they did, let's go. Oh, blessed be. He's my precious boy. Let's see. Although I am feeling the hype to see Victor again. Arcane is coming out. It is coming out. It is coming soon. I get to see Victor is my all-time favorite. Bless his heart, bless his soul. And I am scared because I know that bad things are just gonna happen, and it's gonna make me really sad because I love him so much. I love him so much. Oh no, it's gonna hurt me inside. It's literally gonna hurt me inside. But anyways. Egrets donated and said, I don't mind Rally Girl as a character. I just hate the Valley accent with a burning passion. I'll submit my 30-page essay about why in the following decade or when the end times finally come, whichever comes first. Oh. I think it's just the gradiness of it. I think it's just, it's a little bit too nasally, you know? I think that might be what it is. Wicked Penguin donated and said, I visited the air hangar today. It was nothing special. Really plain if you ask me. Gosh dang it. I literally thought you were actually just telling me like, no, I literally saw a plane today. Like, it's nothing special. This is not a joke. And it is a joke. I don't know why I let my guard down for like 2 seconds, because that should not have happened. Bro, I wish I could fix Victor, man. I wish I could help him with his problems. He's like falling apart. Oh my gosh. Dude, Victor's like the most, he's like such a selfless person. He's actually like one of the most genuinely good characters I've seen. He's just trying to, and like obviously like he's, you know, he used Shimmer and accidentally obliterated someone, but that was an accident. It was not on purpose. Like, stay whelmed, Katori. I can't stay whelmed. When it comes to Victor, I can never stay whelmed. Bless that man. He's not even real, but I want to save him so bad. Of course I'm a simp for Victor. He's the only person I'm a simp for. Oh my gosh, I rubbed my nose and like I got black all over my hand. Oh my gosh. Like the tip of my nose felt itchy, so like I just swiped it with my fingers and now there's black everywhere. Okay. Garrick Anderson donated and said, so I can't remember if last year you had a Thanksgiving theme when you do live streams. I remember Halloween and Christmas, but not Thanksgiving. No, I don't really do a theme. It's just something else I have to make. So honestly, I'll probably just go back to the normal themed live stream thing after this, and then we'll probably go on to Christmas. Christmas. I will say I do like this backdrop I have here. I kind of want to decorate this background into being Christmassy because I feel like it gives like both the vibes. I feel like this is such a universal background. Like I can decorate this background to look like a haunted mansion, but I could also decorate it to kind of look like a cozy winter wonderland setting, you know? So I'm gonna try to do both. I'm gonna try to do both for this background here. I'm gonna just take away all the Halloween stuff and put yes. Cyberman donated and said, remember you have a keychain of Victor from me, so yeah. I don't know, I love all Victor merchandise, for sure, 100%. Sadly, they don't sell a lot of Victor stuff. They really don't. It honestly is really sad. I even tried to look at, like, conventions to see if, like, people sold stuff of him, you know, because, like, there's not a lot of official merchandise sold of Victor, so I was hoping that maybe like people at the, you know, like Artist Alley and stuff like that would sell some stuff of him, but they don't, and it's really sad. It's really sad. There was like one maybe, but it was so stylized, which I mean obviously, you know, if you like stylized artwork that's great, but it was stylized to the point where it just kind of didn't look like him. And I was like, okay. I was like, that's my only option at this point. So that was just kind of sad. I was like, okay. Slim pickings, you guys. Oh, I missed your rose. I'm sorry, Bobby. Oh, I missed Ty's donation too. My bad. They must have flown up when I was scrolling down. Let's go. But thank you for the rose, Bobby. Thank you. And Ty said, what's a vampire's favorite fruit? Nectarines. Of course it is. Of course it is. Soiled it, tarnished forevermore. What do you mean, Mr. Shmee? What is soiled and tarnished? What forever do you mean? Oh no, you despise Christmas, Natasha? I'm sorry. Well, I know you're probably not sorry about it if you despise it, but like I love Christmas so much. I mean, obviously it's obviously more also a religious holiday for me, but I just love Christmas. I love it so much. Like it's such a good, like it fills me with such joy. So I'm sorry that you don't feel this. I'm sorry you don't have the same joy that I have, because I really do enjoy it. Oh yeah, you're right. It is soiled and tarnished, Mr. Smee. I wish I could show you guys how. Like let's look and see how I soiled and tarnished it. Oh, actually, it's not too bad. It's actually still pretty okay. I'm actually surprised. I wiped off a lot of black. I mean, there's a little bit of like black smudge on like the side of my nose, like where it's supposed to just be white, but honestly, it's a lot less bad than I thought it was. The only thing that I can't stand is, since I've been drinking water, the paint on my lips has definitely come off. Like the black lines are still kind of there. I think it's because I used black eyeliner for the lines because it was more precise that way, but the white paint has definitely come off. So it does look a little weird because yeah. Let me look. Yeah, I think the weirdest thing is just the lips, since the lips are like coming off here. Let me take this hair clip out. I have a hair clip in right now. Hold on. It's actually weighing down my hair a lot because, as you all know, I have tons of hair. Oh, I forgot I had this in. Don't mind that. The hair clip has like some little charms on it. There we go. I literally have two hair clips in because I have so much hair. There we go. That's much better. Ooh. Actually, my hair looks really nice, actually. Ooh. It looks very floofy because I just like blow dried it before this, and since when I have my hair clipped up and it's like clipped towards the back, when I unclip it, it kind of has this little swooshing effect because it dried while it was pulled back, if that makes any sense. Ooh, I like this. All right, my hair dried really well today. Happy about that. Sorry you guys can't see it. I apologize. Catface donated and said, video request. Queen cuddles you after a nightmare. Ooh, I can see that. Mr. Shmee, you have some hair. I've seen your hair, I think. It is like a dark brown or a black. I can't recall. I think it's dark brown. Let us see if Ko-fi will load. Gosh darn dang. Where are we today? Iron Piedmont donated and said, for me, the Valley Girl accent isn't that bad. I've seen characters with that accent like in the videos by Gentle GF and found them cute and charming. It's more of a matter of what they are saying and who the Valley Girl is in question is. Yeah, I guess I guess it's true. Like, I guess it is how it's said, right? Like, if the girl had this voice and she was like, you know, like, I really appreciate how you spent time with me, and like maybe tomorrow we can like, you know, go to the park, or you know, maybe we can just like play like Super Smash Bros. Like, maybe that'll be a lot better than like, oh my gosh, you'll never guess what, like, I'm gonna go to Starbucks tomorrow and then I'm going to TJ Maxx. But we can't do that until like I head over to the post office, because I'm supposed to be getting a package from like, what's it called again? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Like, was it like Victoria's Secret? And like, it was like a limited edition. And I spent like $80 on it, but like, it was worth it. Yeah, so it could definitely like differ. All right, hold up. Let me look on the other donation. No, I agree, Iron. I think it's just the context of what they're saying too. I think it's like, even if they didn't have that accent, what they would be saying would still be annoying, but it just makes it more annoying due to the accent. So it is kind of like what is being said. But anyways. Oh, it's a two-part donation from Thane. Hold on. Let's read both at the same time. So Cassandra speaks to the listener. Okay. Cassandra, let's see if we can get her voice. Her voice is kind of in this octave. It's not as deep as Celeste, but I'd say it's around here. So we'll use this. Darling, what's going on? You look pale. Oh no. Cora, what have you done? What? I need them to test some new potions. They're fine. That's it. They're coming with me, and I'll make sure they don't go with you anymore. Oh, you jealous little vampire. Not jealous, worried for their safety. They need medicine and to relax. Well, suit yourself. Let me take care of you, darling. What is she? Oh, I could just picture her just being like, the thing is, I picture Cora just like not telling the listener what they're drinking. Like, she's like, here, just like drink this. And she just wants to see like what happens. She thinks everything's gonna be fine, and then like they like turn purple, and they start like inflating. She's like, oh, don't worry, it'll wear off like in 5 minutes. It should be fine. Wicked Penguin donated and said, perhaps I should store the rest for later, considering they're always dad jokes for Christmas. Oh no. I'm kidding, of course. Do they even have Christmas dad jokes? I don't know. I'll let that one go. I actually don't know if I am sure they have dad jokes for everything. So I'm sure you could probably find dad jokes for Christmas. I do not think, there probably are some. I do not doubt. Definitely do not doubt. The Cobalt Coyote donated and said, I feel bad now because you said Asterian's breakup is sad. I sent a video in your email that was a joke, but the moment which was supposed to make it kind of funny. Yeah, it is really sad. It's sad because like he just doesn't think he deserves happiness in any way, and he's been hurt a lot, honestly. I mean, he really has. That's not to say that like he has like I mean, obviously he doesn't treat people the best in the beginning, but no, it's yeah, he's... My boy needs some help, and I am very glad to lend the assistance. Very, very misunderstood. Let's see. Garrick Anderson donated and said, how about a Starfire like GF where she comes to Earth and the listener is showing her all the interesting things the Earth has to offer, like tasty food? That'd be cool. I thought about doing an alien GF before, I just haven't done it yet, but I do think that'd be pretty interesting. She'd just be like enamored with everything that's around her. I can see that. I can see that. You know, let's see what kind of music we should have for next stream. Because it's not... I want it to be, like, transitional, right? Like, it's still kind of spooky. But, like, it's... It was another Halloween beat, though. Hold on, let's see. What else do we got here? Doo-doo-doo! I heard that one. What is this? What is this one? I don't know which one I like. I'll go with this one. I feel like I wasn't able to enjoy all the faux lofies that, or Halloween lofies that, Jay had provided for us. He deserves that pain. I relate to him. Well, Natasha, I don't think you or him deserve the pain. Thank you very much. They do not. Everybody just needs a little bit of help sometimes. Cyberman donated and said, so when can we see Kiwi get her Cheetos and soon? Well, I don't want to, like, make Kiwi show herself getting Cheetos, because, I mean, I don't want to, like, do that for her, because, like, she didn't, like, agree to that. But I definitely put money aside to give her the Cheetos. Don't worry. That will go towards her. Joseph 4-star donated and said, hey Katori, Team Christmas or Team Halloween? Ooh, that's hard. I feel like Halloween feels more cool in the sense that, like, it's kind of like you're dressing up and, you know, it's like more like, it feels more cool, but, like, I do feel like the feeling I get from Christmas, I mean, it's also obviously a religious holiday for me, so it has another meaning to it, but it does feel, I would have to say Christmas. I think I'd have to say Christmas. As much as I love the spooky, you know, things, and I love dressing up, and I love decorating the house spooky, and, you know, like, doing all these different Halloween-themed things, like, I think I'd have to say Christmas. She's doing good. She's just been really busy. She's been really busy doing stuff. Sistery is doing good. She's just been busy, and, you know, we're all getting older, so we're all having to, like, adult and figure out life, so she's just been really busy, sadly. But no, she's good. She's just been busy. Oh, really? That's awesome, Bobby. Christmas is one of the few times you get to see your best friend. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like there's just this cozy this cozy feeling with Christmas that's just, it feels good. You know, whereas Halloween gives you, like, that spooky, like, hyper vibe, you know? So I like both of them, but I think I'd have to pick Christmas as my favorite. And plus, like, it's also just really fun. I've learned as I've gotten older, you know, like, it's really fun to get people gifts, just because you get to surprise them, and then, like, you get, it's funny, when I was younger, I was like, why do people say, like, giving people gifts is fun? Like, I never understood that as a kid. Like, it just didn't seem fun to me to give someone else. It's more fun to receive a gift than to give a gift, but I do think it is fun. It is, I do enjoy giving gifts to people. It is really fun to, like, try to figure out what you think would surprise them, or what they'd like, and then they get to open it on Christmas, and, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's lots of good fun. Garrick Anderson donated and said, "You gonna watch Charlie Brown Thanksgiving? Favorite part of that movie is Snoopy and Charlie making popcorn and toast for the rest of the kids, and the ending when Snoopy has a turkey ready, lol." I don't really watch that one. But yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. I actually haven't watched Snoopy in a really long time. I'm trying to think of what I'll watch. We usually don't watch a lot of Thanksgiving movies, so maybe we'll watch that one. Oh, actually, I almost missed someone's tip. Persona Lord tipped and said, "Good morning. I thought I'd give a gift to my favorite ASMR YouTuber." Oh, thank you so much, Persona Lord. Thank you for tipping. I appreciate it. I almost forgot I had, thank goodness I have Streamlabs up. I almost forgot I had Streamlabs tipping on. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I am honored that I am your favorite. Very, very honored. Yeah, Christmas is coming. Actually, I will be having Christmas at our house this year, so I gotta prepare early, which kind of sucks because that means we gotta take the Halloween decorations down early. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited to celebrate Christmas. But I still don't want to let go of Halloween yet. So, this weather, huh? Fall weather, indeed. Oh, Ty, thank you. I look forward to your fan mail. I look forward to seeing what you sent. Oh, what the? This is the second time this has happened. For some reason, the studio loses connection, or the YouTube studio loses connection. I have to reload it. I wonder why that happens. There we go. I wonder why it does that. I think, okay, good. It's still loading the chat. I thought maybe the chat would start from the bottom up. How about one where we catch up with a girl we are friends with in high school? I know we did a video where, I think we did a childhood friend video, right? I don't think we did a video yet of, catching with a friend from high school, though. That could be considered a childhood friend, I guess, but I think the other one was meant to be younger. So, no, you never know, yeah. Starting now, because if not, it'll segue into January. I guess it depends. I mean, I feel like Halloween went by so fast that I still want to hold on to it a bit. Well, also today is the Day of the Dead, so obviously I'm not doing Christmas yet, obviously. But yeah, probably we'll be starting Christmas early here because we gotta, since we're hosting, we gotta make sure everything's good and decorated and stuff. You know, gotta get all the Christmas decorations out, gotta get the tree out, gotta get the wreaths out, all the garland out, gotta find our little manger thing, the little manger thing that we put underneath the tree, which I think is down here. I think we got a new one. We had an old one. Gosh, it's so old. The little, the little nativity scene. That's what I'm trying to say. We had a nativity scene that was so old, and then I think we got a new one, an updated one, because our other one was getting really old. So we have to, I think it's down here. I hope it's down here. Gotta get everything together so that way when... Wait, what? Not a ghost, just dead inside. No, that's the lovely shirt. Actually, I want to get that shirt for myself. It's my own design, but I want it. Nativity set? What do you mean nativity set? It's like a, it's like the nativity. It's basically like the, It's like basically the setting of like you know, since I celebrate Christmas as a Christian, I do have the nativity scene, which is like the Jesus being born scene, you know, all the barn animals and Mary and Joseph and stuff. Like that's what the nativity scene is. So it's like a little miniature thing. Not everybody puts it out, especially if, you know, you don't celebrate Christmas that way. But since we do have one. We had a really old one, and I think we lost some of the pieces, and it was just really old, and so we got a new one. And I think it's down here somewhere. We store all the Christmas decorations like all over the place. Like sometimes they're in the basement, some are in the garage, some are just like all over the place. So we've gotten so many Christmas decorations, they've kind of had to be scattered throughout the house. So, yeah. Oh, you have one at your house too? Cool. Cool. I also don't think you saw Boss, but I'm glad you finally gave Milo an opportunity for his breakthrough performance. He did marvelously. Oh, Mr. Shmee. I don't want to burst your bubble or break the immersion, but if I could get Milo to meow on command, I would, but I actually wanted to use my cats. I swear I did. I wanted to use my cats, but they were not saying anything. They were not giving me what I wanted. So I had to find one online. I had to find it from like free sound. I had to find like one of those like free, you know, just like royalty free, whatever cat noises. I'm so sorry. That is not Milo. I wish it was though. I mean, I'm trying to think if I have any recording of Milo meowing, but I don't think I do, because he's not easy. Like he comes by you when he wants to, and usually it's always in the most inopportune times. And so like if I tried to set up something to get him to meow in a mic, or even like just get it on my phone, like he would never make it easy, because that's just how he is. Let's see. Not just that my parents put up a nativity in the house and one on the lawn. Oh. I got it in 2 places. Now we usually just have, I mean, I know some people, they put up, do we have? I don't think we have one for the lawn. I think we just have one for underneath the tree. Although, oh my gosh, I think my mom did buy, I think she bought an inflatable one for the front lawn, and I'm like, Mom, it's inflatable. I'm like, can we get one that's like non-inflatable? I think it's inflatable, if I recall. It just looks so goofy. I mean, in my opinion, if we were to have one in the front yard, I think I'd want one that looks, like I've seen some that are like white, they're like made out of white wood, and they kind of like a little light on it, so it looks a bit more like a little sculpture versus like a blow up one. But I do know for sure we have one for underneath the tree. I'm fairly certain we got a new one. I hope we did, because our old one is so old. It's so old. Yeah, I don't, you know. Oops, Garrick Anderson donated and said, "Do you ever think about Charlie Brown and the little red-haired girl spend more time together? Or he spends more time with Peppermint Patty or Mercy?" I don't watch much of Charlie Brown. I've watched it a few times, so I don't know much. I actually don't know who he spends more time with. I sadly do not know. I'm sad to say. Oh, we have a Ko-fi donation. Hold on. Let us see. Wicked Penguin donated and said, when I finally find the perfect joke that makes you laugh. You know how long I've been waiting for this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you find a lot of joy in making me laugh, Bobby. That's a funny clip, actually. I was not expecting that. I've never seen that clip before, so oh my gosh. Iron Piedmont donated and said, as someone who enjoys spooky stuff all year round, I enjoy Halloween and Christmas equally. They both have the same cozy feeling that I enjoy that comes around in those times of year, despite how hot October has been recently. Thanks, climate change. Yeah, no, I mean, I can see why you'd like both, like, equally. I think if I had to pick, I would pick Christmas, just because there's a lot encompassing Christmas for me. Like, I feel like I couldn't pick it. Like, I could not pick it. Oh, they have a small cloth one for the house? Like, it's made out of cloth? Or it's like on a cloth. Maybe it's like a tapestry thing. That'd be kind of cool. Some of like the tapestry works look really interesting. I'm sorry it's not Milo. I wish it was. I mean, if one day I can actually get Milo to, like, meow near my mic, I will let him do it and I'll save the file. But since, as of now, he has never done that. Because, like, I'd have to get him close to the mic to pick it up well. And I would also have to, like, have him, like, be still. Or, like, because he's not still. So it's just, it's a time. Made out of cloth. All right, cool, interesting. I've never seen a cloth one before. I was just looking up a cloth nativity scene. I was curious what they looked like. Oh, so they actually have like... Oh, okay, so you mean like okay, no, I know what you mean now. I get you. So like they have like actual cloth clothing. Some of these be looking freaking fancy. Ours is so simple. Oh man, some of these nativity scenes are like really decked out. What the heck? Holy smokes. I don't think the three kings came looking like that. They had to travel through the desert. Anyways, oh my gosh. Oh, so they're stuffed. Okay. The background is like a cloth board thing, and then the figures are cloth with stuffing. Oh, okay. So it probably looks like a cute plushy thing. Cute, cute, cute. Someone's like, quick question, is all the content that's on your YouTube member also on Patreon? If not, how does one become a YouTube member of yours? YouTube memberships are basically just to have a badge and use custom emotes for live streams, and you can also use the custom emotes in the comment section of the videos. So it's basically to use emotes and to have a badge. If you're looking for more like exclusive content, that's on Patreon. Like if you want, you know, access to like thumbnails, extra audios, little short audios, or like a little audio library I have, that is on Patreon. Memberships don't. They basically just are like you get a badge, and the badge like upgrades as the months go on, and then you also get access to emotes to use. Oh, Natasha, that's so cool. Your great grandmother made yours? That's awesome. I wish like ours had lore like that. Ours does not have lore like that. We do have something though. We knew this nun. She sadly passed now, but she gave us this. She gave us like, I think we're gonna hang it. It's like an ornament. It's from Italy actually, and it's like a painting of I forgot. I think it's of, you know, it's like the birth of Christ or whatever. But like it's like a recreation of a painting that's from Italy, and it's actually from Italy. And she gave that to us, and it looks really cool. And I was like, dang, like this is like a valuable piece of something. Like, so I was cleaning out my room when I found it, so I must have kept it there. You know, because it was a gift that she gave us, but I didn't realize that I mean, it's an ornament. I should use it for Christmas, so I brought it downstairs. But yeah, it's for like family heirlooms. I don't think I have any like Christmas heirlooms. I don't think. I'm trying to think if anybody made anything. Huh? I don't know. And we've had some things that are passed down. I mean, I guess that really wasn't made by, you know, like by the sister. It was just given. But do we have anything that was either made or given that we use a lot? I don't know. At least nothing like a nativity scene, so I don't think so. Huh, yeah, I don't think so. That's cool, Natasha. Garrick Anderson donated and said, I remember in the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol where the camera shows the mayor's house and the huge table in the dining room hall. That would be so aggravating to set up because I'm assuming it has to be perfect. Yeah, no, we're gonna try to make everything as perfect as possible, but you can only do so much, you know what I mean? But definitely we're gonna have to figure out where to put the tree because our living room's kind of been, you know, we've kind of messed around with like how things are set up in there, and now I'm like, okay, I don't know where the tree's going, so we're gonna have to figure where the tree's going in the living room. And then, you know, I have like all this cool garland I got, like it's like Dr. Seuss looking garland that we like put on the like above the windows and like on the banisters, and you know, just setting up everything. It's gonna be a time, I'll tell you that. It's gonna be a time. Oh, we have some Ko-fi donations. Hold on. Where am I? Oh, here it is. Here it is. I was trying to figure out where I left off. So I think I read irons. Iron was the last one I read. Shogo donated and said, in your best Asterian impression, you want me to say this is Asterian? I don't sound like Asterian. It's just like a posh British accent I give him. I guess, so my best Asterian impression, I guess I'm saying, blasted, I can't get this cursed lock open. And Carlotte's like, that's because it needs a woman's touch. Pulls open the chest and gold rains down on Asterian. Oh, darling, that could have killed me. A crown falls on his head. That's more like it. I mean, he can sell it. He loves money. He loves finding treasure, that's for sure. My favorite part of Asterion is when he tries to unlock something and he's like, easy. And then as he tries to open it, it like rolls like a 1. And I'm just like, yeah, and I use like 3 of my toolkits. Egrets donated and said, oh yeah, before stream is over, here's some Halloween kind of art of iron and kokery. Ooh, some artwork. Ooh, that's cool. I like it. Very, very good. Very good. Ooh. Thane donated. Oh, it's part 1 of 2. Okay, hold on. I gotta get the other part. Oh, part 2 of 3. My bad. Actually, there is more than that. This is 1 of 2, 2 of 3. So I'm assuming a third one's coming in. Should I wait? Yes, I think so. We'll wait a second. I'm not sure. One says 1 of 2 and one says 2 of 3. So I'm not sure if it's a 3-parter or just a 2-parter. Oh, really, Mr. Smith? you played as God in the Birth of Christ play at your school? Oh my gosh. Actually, when we had to play at our school, like, you know, like for you know, the same thing for Christmas, and it was for like the birth scene of Jesus, and I got to play Mary, and that was so cool for me as a kid. I was so happy to play Mary, because like when when you're like, you know, a little kid, you know, and like you know, Christmas is, as a kid, Christmas is even more of a big deal, you know, and so I was like, oh my gosh, like I get to play Mary, that's awesome. I felt like this big honor was bestowed upon me, and no, I was really happy to play Mary. I know some other girl in my class wanted Mary, and she was super mad I got Mary. Like, she was actually livid that I got Mary, and I could tell you I didn't like her either, so I was really happy. That was another reason I was happy to play Mary. I was happy to play Mary because it felt like an honor, you know, and then I was really happy that she didn't get to play Mary. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. Third one's done? Okay, fine, I'll check. Da-da. Let's see. Cassandra donated and said, Cassandra donated. Thane donated, and we're doing a thing of Cassandra. So we have to, Cassandra's talking. Is it just Cassandra? Cassandra and Cora. Okay, Cassandra and Cora. It's always so hard to do both of them because I don't want to mess them up. Hopefully we'll sound okay. Hopefully people can differentiate. Let's see. Cassandra's voice is a little bit lower, so you stay in bed and rest. I'll have to bite you to get rid of the toxins from the potions. My constitution can handle the toxins. I don't know why Cora did that to you. A few minutes later. Why are you here, Cora? I told you I'm taking care of them. Did I just turn my light on? Sorry, hold on. My phone light just came in my face. I double-checked. You were right. The potions shouldn't have done that to them. Someone mixed up my potions, and I'll find out why. For now, they need to drink this. Really? That would explain the difference. Oh, really? That could explain the different smell on them. I'll help you track them down. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. I would never endanger them. They're too cute. Which means someone else did, and they're going to pay for it. Oh, let's work together for their sake. Deal. We'll make sure you're safe, darling. That means someone's after the listener. Someone's literally trying to poison the listener. Man, someone really wants Cora and Cassandra. They ain't playing clean. Iron Piedmont donated and said, what are some traditions you do and your family have on Christmas Day? For me, my family opens presents in the morning, then we go and have lunch at a local Chinese buffet. They're open on Christmas. That's awesome. Chill for the rest of the day, then we have breakfast for dinner. On Christmas Day. Well, usually on Christmas Day, I'm trying to think, usually obviously we do exchanging of gifts. Some gifts are exchanged on Christmas Eve. But we also do exchange gifts on Christmas Day. We usually have ham. We have like a little breakfast lunch thing where we have like ham and stuff like that. And we usually watch a Christmas movie. And then sometimes we read we'll read some stuff like some passages like out of the Bible since it's Christmas Day for us. And then yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's a pretty chill day. It's not like we have like a set schedule. Sometimes things are out of order. But usually as soon as we wake up, we go open presents and then we're instantly trying to make food because we're hungry. I know, yeah, I think that's pretty much tradition. Just waking up, opening presents, eating some good food, reading some stuff out of the good old Bible, and then just watching Christmas movies for the rest of the day. That's pretty much it. It's pretty chill. It's usually, yeah, and then Christmas Eve is also a lot of traditions. Usually we have get-togethers with family, we open gifts, we eat stuff. We used to do, I think it's called a plot key. What is it called? Hold on. Plot key? What is it called? What is that called? I think it's a Polish thing. What is it called? I thought it was called a plot key, but maybe it's not. I'll have to ask my mom will know when she'll come down here to say hello to you guys. I can ask her. But basically, it's almost like it's like a we share it with our family members on Christmas Eve. It's like a rectangular oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, she has it. Plotop, whatever that's called. It's in chat. Mama's like, she commented it. It's optla key. That's what I was thinking, a plot key, but that's not what it is. It's whatever the heck she typed. But it's like a rectangular host. It's kind of like longer. It's not like circular ones. It's like a rectangular, like what like a host is made out of, like if you ever went to like a church and had like communion. But anyways, you break off you have a chunk of it, right? You have a chunk of it for yourself, and then you kind of break off a piece and you give it to someone else, and they break off a piece and they give it to you, and you kind of exchange it. And then usually you give them a hug or a kiss or something like that. That was like a family tradition that we did. We haven't done it recently, but I just remember we used to do that like all the time when I was younger. It was like we did that every year. We each got like a chunk of it, and then we shared between the family members. So yeah. That was a tradition that we had on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I thought it was Polish. That's what I thought. Yeah, wafer. Yeah. Okay, I'm not insane. I know we did that. I was like, yeah, I remember on Christmas, I thought it was so cool that I got, because like, as a kid, you only get that kind of wafer, like, in communion at church. Like, you don't get it anywhere else. So I thought it was so cool. I was like, wow, like, I got a big chunk of this. like, outside of church. It was so interesting. And then, you got to break off a piece and give it to someone else. It was kind of like a game. I don't do it much anymore, but I remember that used to be a tradition when I was younger. You want to bring it back this year? Well, we definitely can. We're hosting. But then I'm going to get a bunch of kisses from people. People are going to like, no. I'm like such a germaphobe. Oh, gosh. I was like one of the... gosh, I'm going to get sick. I can just see it now. One of the great aunts in our family is known for like, when she kisses you, she doesn't like just give you a little peck on the cheek. Like she like wants to kiss you on like your face. And I'm just like, no. Please don't do this to me. I beg. Please don't do this to me. But anyways, I'm getting all sidetracked. I went down like memory lane for a second. I was like transported back to like being like 8 years old, like 6 or 8 or something like that. But anyways, Wicked Penguin donated and said, for any movie buffs, here's a fun fact. In Killer Clowns from Outer Space, they refused the clowns in Ernest Scared Stupid as the trolls. Check it out. You can see it minus the makeup. They reused the clowns in Ernest Scared Stupid as the trolls. Killer Clowns. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Oh! Okay, I've seen images of Killer Clowns before, so I have seen this. Like, maybe like in like a random YouTube video before, but interesting. Yeah, I know nothing about that. So, new information for me. Shogo donated and said, on the bright side about taking Halloween stuff early, that only means you're one step closer to hot chocolate, snow angels, Christmas music, snowball fights, cozy blankets on the couch, cookies and fudge, sledding, looking at lights, Christmas movies, and Christmas miracles. I mean, that is true. I mean, I guess like it is a bit sad to take down Halloween stuff because I do love Halloween, but I guess like at least that's why right after Halloween, like I know people say like, oh well, Thanksgiving comes, but I'm just like, it's just not that big of a holiday for me, other than like obviously eating and being with my family. But literally right after Halloween, I go straight to Christmas because like I want to feel like the magic, and like there's a bit of magic in Halloween, but there's like a lot more of that like cozy magic feeling in Christmas for me. So usually right after Halloween, I'm like I need something to latch on to, so I definitely put up Christmas decorations for sure. And plus this year we're kind of obligated to, as we're hosting Christmas. So like if we don't, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble because we'll be doing it all at once, which, as I've learned in the past, if you have a lot of Christmas decorations, you never want to do them all in one day. You will literally just stress yourself out. You're just gonna stress yourself out. Wicked Penguin donated and said, oh, this is something that Neko says? Okay, Neko and Cassandra. Okay. So Neko says,
say, Cassandra, you ever worry about any riffraffs?
Cassandra cleaning glass. Well, we do have bouncers over there. It says Nat and I, yo. You guys work at the pub, eh, yo? Nat and Bobby are the muscle at the pub. They be keeping all the baddies out. Doo-doo. All right, hold on. Let me scroll up a bit. I definitely missed some super chats. Okay, I read Garrick Anderson's. I read his, or Garrick, wait. Yeah. Ty donated and said, why did the coffee file a police report? It got mugged. Ty. Garrick Anderson donated and said, I plan on watching Christmas Vacation like always. Gotta love the Griswold family Christmas, where a whole lot can go wrong and very little goes right. Usually for Christmas, traditionally we always watch Arthur Christmas. That's a good Christmas show. And we always watch Home Alone and Arthur Christmas are like my favorite things to watch around Christmas time. Those are my favorites. Inept donated and said, thought about it when I saw the Lamia thumbnail on Patreon, but didn't you mention posting unedited thumbnails a while back? I did. I haven't done it yet because I was gonna post it once I did the Patreon announcement video. I haven't posted the Patreon announcement video yet because I still have to post the Discord because that's mentioned in there. I mean, technically, I suppose I could just already post the unedited images just because, you know, those can just be added on. It doesn't really matter. So I guess I could just get on the ball on posting those just so that way they're already there. And all I have to do is just make the Discord live and then it'll be ready to do that. So, do that. But yeah, no, I do plan on posting unedited. I'm compiling them right now, actually. I think I have them all in a folder right now. So maybe I'll do that this weekend and just post, like, unedited, you know, photos on Patreon. Like, they'll be in their own, like, little, I think they're, what's it called? The collection. Patreon has collections. They'll be in their own little collection. So that way people can, you know, see what the original thumbnail was supposed to look like before I had to edit it. Oh, Natasha, you know what? I'm surprised that you're. Well, I'm not surprised. I guess this happens a lot in families, but you know, I hate when people uninvite people to Christmas. Christmas is like supposed to be about like, it's literally about being together with your family, right? You know, it's all about love and all that jazz. So like, you know what, Natasha, you know, I'd invite Natasha to my Christmas party. Natasha would always be welcome to Christmas parties. I mean, it's Christmas. You can't like uninvite someone to Christmas. That's terrible. I'd invite Natasha. And our house looks pretty lit around Christmas time, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, I forgot The Grinch. Yeah, The Grinch is also a fun movie to watch. Alright, I think let me just make sure before I start reading chat, did I read all the Ko-fi's donations? Because I know I've been missing some things today, like always. I think I did. I'm just gonna scroll up because I missed a few super chats a while back ago. Okay, I think for some reason it won't let me scroll up. I'll have to check Streamlabs because the page had to reload again. I think I did. I think I did. Alright, good. Oh wait, Mama, I know you're in chat right now. Did you take out the butter? I hope she took out the butter. I gotta make frosting for these cupcakes I made, and I asked if she could take out the butter while I was streaming, and I don't know if she did. Hopefully she did. Garrick Anderson donated and said, just had an idea for an isekai. What if a few people from our world ended up in the Super Mario universe and they have to beat the levels to return home? Yeah, I don't know much about Super Mario universe, so I probably wouldn't be the best to like figure out how that works, but that sounds interesting. I've heard, I actually thought, yeah, she did. Okay, she did take out the butter. Thank you, Mama. Yeah, no, yeah. There was a lot of crossovers. Why not another crossover? Why not? $1992 Ford. Yeah, it said that they like Christmas too. Christmas is more fun regardless. Plenty of classic fun songs to listen to, and being in college means a month off. That is true, yeah. Oh, you're saying like Christmas more than Thanksgiving. I feel like yeah, I don't know. Thanksgiving was never really like a super special holiday to me. At least it never felt like. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, because I think it is important. It's kind of I like the notion that like you try to get all of your family together, you know, especially like if you live apart from, you know, like if some of your siblings or your cousins or how many other people you invite, if they all live in different areas or different states, somehow you get everybody together to have a meal. I do think that's nice. But yeah, no, for sure. I definitely, obviously Christmas is, I feel like Sandy where she's like, it's Christmas. I'm gonna dress up like an elf this year. I swear it. Last year I wanted to do it and I just did not have the time. But this year I definitely want to dress up like a Who from Whoville, and I'm gonna try my darndest to do it. But anyways, Adam80 donated and said, okay, so this is a continuation from me in Evil Queen. I guess where Evil Queen is torturing me by reading dad jokes. So let's see what happens after this. So. All right, so there's me talking, and then EQ is Evil Queen. I'm just reading the first line or so I don't mess up. So I guess I'm saying, all right, I'll talk. Good. Now tell, how do you keep Neko from the cookie jar? That's it? Yes, she keeps emptying the cookie monster from the Sesame Street. We just put a cucumber next to it. Of course, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I feel like Neko would be scared of cucumbers. I mean, I feel like there'd be a lot of random inanimate objects that she would have a fear to, and there would be like no reason for it, but I could see it for sure. Cyberman donated and said, so I was trying to say you could show her hand with the Cheetos, lol. Also, I hope my Kofis are not tidis most of the time, since I have always tried to make you laugh and give you ideas to help you with your work, and hope I will always be here if you need me because I'm ready. I'm not sure. I'm assuming you meant to say tedious, maybe tidis is tedious, but no, you're not bothering me. I was just saying, like, you know, I don't want my sister to feel obligated to like show her hand holding a Cheeto bag. You know, I just don't want to like, you know, make her do that since, you know, she didn't offer it. But anyways, I will for sure give her, the money for Cheetos, or I will give her Cheetos or from me myself. But yeah, no, you're not bothering me. Nothing's tedious, so no worries. I do appreciate all that you do, Cyberman. I do appreciate it. And I think I read everything. I just want to double check one last time because I know a few people told me that I missed their stuff and I felt really bad about it anyways. Alright, as I already mentioned previously, but in case someone didn't hear me and they're new, at the end of my streams, my mother does like to come down and say hello because she's been doing that for a very long time. So here she is to say hello.
Hello, everyone. I think I said hello to everyone who said hello to me in chat. If I missed you, I apologize. I try to keep up with it. And yes, a plot key is you know what? It's so weird. I walked down here and I did not look at Katori for what I just didn't. I just sat in my normal spot, kept watching the screen, listened to her talk, waited for my cue, and I turned to look at her and I totally forget that her face is painted like a Dia de los Muertos woman. So it just sort of like shocked me for a moment. But anyway, yes, so we did, oh yes, hello Mr. Wanapan, I didn't see you in chat. And yes, we used to do the plot key a lot, and then COVID came, and we had moved churches too from the church that we would get them from, and I just haven't gone back to get them, and now I will go back to get them because I actually was just thinking of it this week. So it's funny. Weird that you talked about it.
Yeah, I know.
And so if you're interested in learning about it, I did put the link in the chat that explains it, but you have to sort of copy and paste because unlike Mr. Smee there, who knows what he's doing, I see he has put my YouTube link there in the chat, and you can just click on it. Mine you would have to copy and paste. But thank you for putting my YouTube channel in the chat. I will have a new audio out tomorrow talking about love and how and where to find it and to do it the right way. So if you'd like to listen to that, I will have that out tomorrow. And yes, Feliz Dia de los Muertos to those of you who celebrate it. Happy Day of the Dead for those of you who don't know what I just said. And I also wanted to say, like Cyberman, you just read Cyberman's thing. I don't know if you saw on Twitter the thing that Iron, I guess, recommended it, and then Egrich put something into it, and it's like, I forgot what they called it, but there's a name for like a headless horseman kind of character, and they made
yeah, I saw that.
yeah, they recommended like a headless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool actually. Like I would not have thought of that. So that's a cool idea.
Let's see. Garrick Anderson donated and said, "You plan on at least opening fan mail before Christmas? Would kind of be fitting, considering the time of year and everything." Yeah, I do plan opening fan mail obviously before Christmas. It's just been really busy recently, and you know, I mean, I'm hoping. I'm probably going to try to open it, you know, obviously before Christmas, because Christmas is going to be busy as it is. So I'm wondering if I'm going to open it sometime in November, since November doesn't really have like Halloween or some other thing coming up. You know, it's kind of like a boring month. So I'm hoping to do fan mail in November sometime. But anyways.
Yeah, they're starting to pile up here, and I know a few people said that they've
Oh my
sent
gosh, it's funny.
some other ones. So
It's like me with a skull, and you just come in.
I
and you're
know,
like,
I know. Shoko, that's funny. Yeah, I'm just looking, and then I look at her and like, boing. Oh, I forgot. She's looking like a skeleton. So.
"Oh, Mooney, I am Mexican."
I know, and I thought it was so cute in the chat. You know, like I'm just typing away to people, and you're like, "Oh, hey, mama, I see you there in the chat." It's just so weird how like you're just being so personal with me there, right in the middle of your stream. "Hey, mama, did you take the butter out?"
Well, I just thought
that was cute.
I thought you might as well take it down before you go back upstairs.
Yeah, that was cute.
Wicked Penguin donated and said, "If I remember correctly, Abraham Lincoln made a proclamation about Thanksgiving due to someone keeps sending him in letters. They tried to move it from the fourth Thursday a few times. Each time it failed."
Interesting.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Whoa, that's the mouse.
She's trying to throw the mouse at me.
Yeah, I did not know that actually. So interesting. Oh, he said, Bobby donated again and said October 3rd, 1863 was the proclamation date, if I recall.
Oh, interesting.
I would not have recalled, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So
you know, I think that like, as my parents split up and died, my dad died and stuff, we you know, and you know, everybody started having kids, you know, me and my sisters and stuff. That just Thanksgiving just didn't get to be such a big holiday. And I don't know if you talked to them how we used to go to Las Vegas.
Oh, I may have
for
mentioned,
Thanksgiving.
maybe.
So it was neat to go there, and we would just have the big buffet at Christmas time with my dad, because he liked to go there. But when he passed, we pretty much just sit down with ourselves and have Thanksgiving now.
Koku's like, for that special someone, looks at Koku's girlfriend Natasha and my friend Katie. Aw, thank you, Kokuri. I'm glad I'm your special someone. But anywho, I think... Did I read everything? I don't know if I did. I hope I did. But yeah. But yeah, no, I think Mama's pretty used to seeing me in random stuff every once in a while. Like she came home one day, it was actually on Halloween, and I had got done cutting my Naruto wig, and I was literally just in a tank top wearing my Naruto wig with the headband on, and I was just sitting at the kitchen table eating a sandwich, and she just walked by like nothing happened. Like it wasn't like, "Whoa, Katori, what are you doing?" It was just like, she just like walked, like it was just a normal, and like it was normal. It was just like, I was eating my sandwich, but I guess I was just thinking of it just now.
You know, like for those of you who watch Stranger Things, like, you know, when they all go to Susie's house and there's just this chaos going on, and you all know what I'm talking about if you watch Stranger Things, right? So, you know, there's you know, they're going to ask Susie for some help, and everyone's being homeschooled, and they're in their home, and they're just doing all this crazy stuff, and there's stuff everywhere, and that's our house. Like my kitchen table
is craft stuff.
Yeah, it's not a kitchen table.
I had a sewing machine on there a couple days ago.
There's a sewing machine. There's paint on there. There's
not paint, like smeared
from
on
Kiwi.
it.
No. I mean like paints that she's using to paint things. And I mean, yeah, there's material in different places, and my dining room table has a bunch of stuff. I mean,
I did.
It's crazy.
I think I did put away the sewing machine though, so I did clear that up.
Yeah,
I cleared up some of my stuff.
It's crazy. Here.
I cleared up some of my stuff yesterday.
Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing, not what they're wearing or what they're not wearing. What what they're doing. My house is like a big giant school. It is. It's like it's not a house.
Well, it's not like a school. I think it's just more like you have a bunch of different creative people in your house, so there's always like something interesting in the house. Like my Jack Frost staff has been in the kitchen like for forever.
Oh yeah.
You know, like,
and before that there was a pitchfork in there.
Oh, the pitchfork I made. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always like crafting things that we've made that have just been integrated into the house. So that's why.
And I like to pick on them too, because sometimes there'd be stuff on the floor too, like, you know, and I'd be like, you know, when I get older, like I am never gonna trip over anything because I've learned to parkour.
It's hard when you're making props, you know.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, I don't have a studio, so like if I'm making something, I have to like make the floor of my studio for like an hour and then like figure out stuff. But anyways, you guys, other than going on a big rant and tirade, I'll just double check and make sure I have, because I got to make the frosting, so for the cupcakes, I don't want to do that too late. So yeah, okay, so I got all the Ko-fis, I got all the donations, but anywho, yeah, I think that's about it. But here we have an extra hour of the tourist talking about life.
Oh my gosh, tonight.
What?
Oh, thank you, Smee.
What?
Thank you.
What?
Thank you. I love you.
What?
Thank you for reminding me of
What?
this.
Writing of what?
Tonight, we have to put our clocks back.
Well, yeah, some people talked about it in the chat.
Well, yeah, because, you know, Kiwi has to work tomorrow, and if we don't put our clocks back, then
I think he was just talking about us talking longer about life.
Oh, I thought he just meant that see, he said we have an extra hour, so I thought he meant like we're gonna like go back right now.
I thought he just meant like, oh, and here we are having everybody.
'Cause we talked
See,
too
look,
much?
he's confused. He's just saying.
I thought you were reminding me that the clocks
he's
go back an hour tonight, so we should talk an extra hour.
He's referencing. Yeah, he just said you're welcome with this face. I think he's just I think he just meant like, oh, here
he
we're
probably doesn't even know our clocks go back tonight since he's over there in England.
That's what I was saying.
Now that I think
was
about
like,
it.
what are you talking about?
I totally forgot about that, so I'm glad
Anyways,
you
Mr.
reminded me.
Wanapan donated and said, well, goodbye, good night, Katori, and Mama Tori, good luck with the cupcakes. Thank you. I will. I'll try to do them.
I'm gonna be eating those things. And thank you, Mr. Wanapan.
But yes, everybody, I'm helping unintentionally. Yay. Well, yeah. No, I don't want to turn the clocks back, but we have to. But yeah, everybody, we'll have a stream next week as per usual. Happy Dia de los Muertos, or Happy Day of the Dead, and I hope you guys had a fun Halloween, and yeah,
And look for my video tomorrow. I gotta put my plug in there, sorry.
And yeah, I'll probably try. I know I keep on saying I'm gonna try to do things, but it's just like even today, like I was going right up until the time I had to come down here to stream. So it's just like there's never any time for me to do anything extra, and a lot of things I want to do right now are extra things. So, but I'm really gonna try to get the Discord posted because I think like that's something I really want to get up because I know I keep on talking about it and I feel bad every time I mention it. And I'll try to get some of the stuff up on Patreon too. But anyways,
Good night, everyone.
I'll see you guys later. Good night, y'all. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye bye, y'all. Bye bye. Bye bye.